Welcome to Sculpture Studios. From the feedback we've had online with our YouTube videos, we get a lot of requests to see more carving work and more polystyrene jobs and demonstrations. So while the work front was quiet here in the studio after a large job had just gone out, we took it upon ourselves to create something recognisable. As Aden usually masters all of the carving work, we had a few of us on this, just as a bit of practice, to create something non-profit just for the viewers. As you've probably already noticed, we're making giant Playmobil-like figures, standing at about 6 feet tall, carved from polystyrene. We did a little bit of digging and we found a few old toys, and we looked online to see if we could find some front and side-on references, so that we could blow up an accurate image. We project this image straight onto the polystyrene, and we cut the block sections out using a table hot wire. This is a good way to get a basic cubist form of the sculpture, and provides us with overall body dimensions to then hone down on. On top of the Playmobil figures' heads, the hairline has a ridge that allows various hats to be added. On one of them we're going to make it with just hair, and on the other, a military hat to go with his uniform. We work with a variety of tools for polystyrene carving here at Sculpture Studios. Hot wires, saws and chainsaws for cutting, depending on the job, nail brushes and wire brushes to take off the material quickly, and stonemason's rifflers for the finer detail. Some might say that a sculptor's only as good as his tools, but here we'd say the tool's only as good as its sculptor, providing you've got the right hands for the job, of course. Contrary to belief, simple forms are often much more complicated to create. Geometric shapes in particular, they need to be an exact size or shape or angle, and it's hard to create something with a perfect symmetry. It's also very easy for the human eye to detect if something's even slightly off. I mean, put it this way, if your eye's looking at something round, it generally knows automatically if it's a circle or if it's not. It's just going to look at it and go, well, that's wrong. So it's our job to try and ensure that that doesn't happen, to make sure that we get it right every time. Here we've joined all the body sections of polystyrene together using a PU expanding foam. We use skewers and dogs to hold it all in place while it's setting, and then we rub the whole thing down using sandpaper. People often wonder and ask us about what kind of filler we use when we're working with polystyrene, as a lot of materials can wear away and corrode the polystyrene surface. This is just regular water-based household plaster you can probably pick up from places where you'd buy wallpapers, paints, nails, that sort of thing. You just apply it straight on top of the polystyrene and leave it to dry. Usually works best when it's warm, dry with a bit of a breeze. That's why we're doing it outside. It's often tricky to get a perfect finish using just polystyrene and filler, as it's quite a delicate material, but here you can see the kinds of finish you can hope to achieve. With the figure on the right, it's been sanded down further and then finished with a coat of white emulsion paints. Hit the subscribe button below for our latest videos, like Sculpture Studios on Facebook, and for more of our work, visit sculpturestudios.co.uk. Thank you very much for watching.